Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is February the 2nd, 2021, and here we are. We're going to give you all a price prediction update in the market for REN. Now, before I go into that, if this is your first time watching our video, make sure before you go that you hit the like button, share the video, also subscribe to this particular channel. Tap that bell notification that you see right there, because you do not want to miss out on our price predictions that we are generating here on this particular platform. As you all can see, we expected the market in REN on our last prediction to go higher in price, and there's no surprise that the market did precisely that, right? Did a video right here on the 19th of January 2021, played the strength into the market, and immediately the next day REN went higher. So that prediction actually came to fruition relatively quick. It didn't take a couple of days, it didn't take a couple of weeks in order for that to come to play out, but it took a day. So if anything, 12.48% profitability was created from that prediction. And as you all can see now, we have a lot more information that we got to digest to get an understanding as to where the price is going to be next, so that we can get in position on this next price movement. So let's go ahead and do that now. Congratulations to those who was able to capitalize on REN's price movement on the 19th of January. But now that is over, let's go ahead and get rid of it. And let's zoom out. So we already can tell that generally the market in REN is in an uptrend. Okay, don't let no one else tell you anything different. Just visually looking at this price chart, you can see that the market is shooting higher in price. Got it. So what we need to do though is we need to adjust our trend, because the market in REN was in a very bullish trend when we did our last video. That has subsided somewhat. That trend, that massive slope that was going through the market on our last video, it is definitely not there anymore. But what we're seeing is a more relaxed type of slope, which you would like to see going on into the market when it's trying to go higher price. You don't want to see a straight shot up like a rocket in price. You want it to take its time, because that gives the market the opportunity to digest what is going on in this space, especially at these high prices, right? So looking at REN, we're just going to simply alter that ascending line. But for the most part, the trend is still in play for REN. We haven't broken this trend just yet. So we're going to keep that. Now, you already can tell though that the market in REN is seeing some volatility today, i.e. where price has been already in REN lets us know that there is a lot of activity going on in the market for this currency. I mean, we went from 60 cents, 61 cents, all the way up to 75 in one day. And right now we're seeing the market in REN close well off of those highs from today. So what does that mean? It simply means that there's profit taking going on in the space. You can see it right here on the 3-hour time frame that is literally ongoing right now. Based off this high volume, we'll definitely need to pay attention going forward in the market in REN, because that is indicative of selling going on in the space. A big player is in the market right now in REN, grabbing some of this profit off the table. Okay, so with that being seen on a chart, we need to realize that given all this volume, given where the market currently is closed on this 3-hour price bar, we cannot break 65 cents and then ultimately 60 cents to the downside. Can't do it. Because in that sense, we will continue to see weakness come through into the market in REN, and that trend will then be broken. Okay. So let's take a look at this market on a 3-day time frame. So you all can see here that the hindrance or the bottleneck that is keeping REN from going higher in price is right here around 70 cents to 75. What about on a 5-day time frame? Same thing. That's the only thing that is keeping this price from going higher in REN. And given how we've seen the 3-hour chart, that volume is increasing and that sellers are definitely taking the bag right now, it doesn't look like that 75 cent is ready to be broken to the upside yet. It's going to take a little while. So we can place that into our mind already, so that we won't be, feeling some type of way because the market didn't go our direction. We understand that profit taking is going on right now in REN. So we just got to wait for the next opportunity, right? And get in position as to where we expect the support area to be. So we already talked about 65 cents to 60 cents is the area of support in the market that we need to see the trap come in and support. Because if he doesn't, then the market in REN is going to completely drop and break the trend. We understand that. Okay. Now, real quick, let's look at this on the weekly time frame. You all can see right here how the market open, close here on the weekly time frame. It's not a coincidence that that's around 65 cents. That is where the trap has been propping up the market in REN to allow the participants to offset and take some profits right here. That's why we're seeing this extremely high volume coming to the market in REN over the last 2-3 weeks. Okay. So what do y'all expect to occur into the market in REN? Now, since I already told you that 70 cents, 75 cents is weakness, we can play the weakness right now and then at a later date come in and see whether or not, one, the trap came in and supported the market at 65 cents, or two, did he come in and support the market at 60 cents? Because ultimately, the 60 cents is where the market will come to grips with holding that trend or breaking it. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to go ahead and expect some of this weakness to come through into the market in REN. Like I said, not a lot, but we understand looking at the hourly time frame that is where it's at. And our main focus is going to be on 65 cents to 60 cents. Okay. That's where we're going to focus in at. Now, the greater or the sooner we come in and grab support at 65 cents, the better the probability of him coming back up and testing 75 cents at a later date. If we drag the market all the way down to 60, then we are in jeopardy of breaking this trend. We have to realize that. So we'll be on the lookout for that. What are you on the lookout for? We're just going to play a little bit of this weakness into the market in REN for the time being. But as we see this market go lower, our focus is going to be on 65 and 60 cents. So we would skim off a little bit for REN right here around 65 cents, which is about 5% probability into the market. But 60 cents can also come to fruition, especially the overall cryptocurrency space, his weakness. Okay. So now it's your turn. What do you all see in the market in REN? Let us know. Leave us a comment in the comment section as to where your expectations are. Where do you expect the trap to go so that you can capitalize on his next price movement? And that's it. Questions, comments, let us know. Make sure you maintain a profitability. Now you know what to do. Trade different.